Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, in this video, we're going to be continuing our CSS series, right? And in the previous class, we talked about CSS position and layouts, whereby we looked at different kinds of position we have in CSS, and as well we look at layouts, such things such as float, flexbox, and grid. Now, in this class, we're going to be putting all of what we've learned together to build a simple CSS project. Now, if I go back to my browser, I already have two projects. I'm going to be merging these two into a single project because actually this is what I want to build. But considering our level of this course, I'm not going to be adding all of these. I don't want us to spend much time on the video. Then we're going to be creating a grid system, something like this, right? So this is what we're going to be doing. So basically, we're going to pick up this part of the web page, then we'll jump to this part, right? And then we also jump to something like this part. So we might do this part before that other part. Or okay, let's see, I can see this theory. Let's see. So we'll take the first part, right? Then we'll take what's it called? We'll take this part and this part as well, right? Then we'll go over to this grid arrangement before we do let me see something on the footer. Okay, let's see, we might add something on the footer. But let's say I do. So we're also going to be using this as a backup for what we are doing. So nothing serious, just a little bit of design. But during the process, we're going to be revising all we've done and learning some new styles. Remember, I said CSS is by practice. You learn CSS by practice. That's the best way of learning CSS. So I like this color. So this is what I'm going to be using. So let's go back to our VS Code. We've done a project before, movie project. That was the name of the project. So for this, I'm going to call it. Let me just see. I'll create a new folder inside of this CSS class and call it let me see, landing page project. So let's see what we can do. So I'm coming to say index.html, right? And say style.css, right? So now let's go in index.html. I'm going to do something like this, right? So that will give me my index.html. So let me just see what's the name of this site. I think this is called convertcat, right? So let's just see the css. Let's see this academy. Yeah, we're going to use the css. So I'm going to see not forgetting our body, the first tag we should have is the nav. But before then, let's come and put our link column CSS, right? So this is referencing or is making reference to my style.css. So inside the nav, what do we have in the nav bar? If you look or if you observe closely on the nav bar, we have the logo and the links at the right hand side. Now we're not going to be doing the responsive design and also all of this job down. We are not going to take care of these, right? We're just going to focus on the just the design, right? So please take note, take any image of our choice. We might be using this one. Let's see if we can save it to make use of it. So like I said, we have the nav bar, and inside the nav I have the logo at the left hand side and what's it called, these guys at the right hand side. So there's a little icon there. I think have I shown you how to add icons using Iconify? I think I've done that, or I can't really remember, but let's see, we'll do it now.
Yes,
Okay, I've showed
you
you,
did
right?
it. That's yes.
Okay. So let's just go and let me just go to Iconify the design. Right, but before then, I'll search for Iconify CDN. Now, Iconify CDN, I'm going to grab this script. Remember, that was what we did in the previous, the last time I showed you how to use Iconify. You're going to grab the script, and don't forget, every script tag is supposed to be in the on the lower part of the website, right? So take note of that. I can put it after the body tag, and the closing body tag is still correct, right? So that's for that. Then I'm going to look at icons because this is the main place I'm coming to. Let's look for something that starts with G. as an icon. Okay, letter D. Let's see. Okay, good. Thank you very much. So let's take this guy. This one doesn't have the color. Let's take this one. Oh, this is better. Let's take this guy. Right. So I'm going to copy this. Take it to my web page. Then inside the navbar, I'm going to do something like now. I want flex arrangement. Right. Remember I said navbars are mostly created using flex. So I'm going to see H1 for the logo. Right. Inside this logo, I'm going to have two things: the icon and the text. So this text should be a span. Why am I using span? Remember, span is an inline tag, right? So I just need the text. I want that to be a node list on its own, or an HTML element on its own. That's why I'm giving it a what's it called, a tag, so that I can style it later on. So let's just say the CS, what's it called? Let me say span, inside my span. And say the CS. Let's just leave it this way, right? And also on the right hand side, I have links. Right, I have product pricing. Okay, for now, I'm going to use home, about, contact, services, register, and login. So that's what we use. So mine, I'm going to say I can do UL greater than LIs. I can use it, but I just want to use UL greater than E times 5. Right. So let me see. So what I will have, I'm having home, about contact, services. I'll say login. I'm going to say login and register. I'll register before login. Register login. Alright, so I'm going to save this. Now I'm going to come here. I'll right click and open this with live server. And let's see what we get. So this is now being opened with live server. So this is what I have. Right? And now also on the what's it called? This is the new way to grow your online revenue. I'll say the new way to learn tech. So let me just copy this. Right? No need for copying that. No need. No need to copy that. No need of copying that rather. So I'm going to come after the nav. I will say header. Right? Now I've shown you how to do the image pattern. That's why I don't want to use image on this one. Because so I will see each one inside of this header. I will see the new place. So the keyword here is grow, right? So I'm going to use the keyword as learn. So I'll say learn tech. The new place to learn tech online. Alright. So let's use this one. The new place to learn tech online. Right, then I have a paragraph, right? Inside of this paragraph, let's just do something like a P. Right, then I'll say lorem 30. Let's use lorem 30. Is it up to 30 words? Wow, 30 is too much. Let me just make this like this. Right, then now I'm going to let me just duplicate this. Let me duplicate this, right? So that's for that. So if I come back to my own, this is what we're having. So let's go back here. Now there are two boxes here, right? This let's see how do we get this? If I right click and inspect, the stress of downloading logos and images is what I'm tired of. That's why I said I don't want to do anything like that. Let's see. Okay, that's an image. Okay, let's get this image. Wow, both of them are images. Wow, let's get them. Though it's not supposed to be like this, but fine. Since it's like this now, let's just get them. Let me see. Uh, hmm. Okay, so I'm going to copy. Alright, please save images. Now let me just say image. Right? Let me save it to my desktop. Good. So I'm just going to drag and drop it over here on my project. Okay, okay, good. So this is the image over here. And now let me go back to my web page. Close this image. It's not needed. I don't think I need the emoji again, but now let me just close this. Alright, so for now, I'm also going to close Netflix. I'm going to close Jumia. I'm going to close this, don't need this down. So let's work with this. Let's just manage this three. Now, I think we are missing the main website. Uh, okay, I've seen it. So this is the main thing we are working on, right? Now let's take it back to the desktop screen. Now there's an image there as well. I'm going to be downloading this image, right? So let me just get this image. This thing is not fully loaded. Mm, okay, good. Now right click and save the image as something. Since I already have a way of drawing it, so let me just save. Now I'm going to drag and drop this over here. That's for that. So I'm going to rename the image. I'll say rename header hand, or let me just say hand, Ctrl Z, and that's for that. Then for this, I'm going to say rename cards. So just me naming the image whatever I like, right? So let's leave that part. So let's just bring out all the content. That's for that. Then this content, I feel like we should do this, but then I don't want to waste time over here. So let me go back. Let me go with this, right? After this, which is this two column arrangement. So for ours, we're going to be using an embed, right? A YouTube embedded link. So let me just come back to my web page. I'm going to close this as well. Close this. Let's work with this. Now that's for. I'm going to be putting a comment. So this is my navbar. Let me just say navbar start, right? Now come over here. I'll say navbar end. Now I'll come back here. I'll say header start, right? I'll come over here. I'll say header end. Is that also? Now let's do video section start, right? Then I'll say video section end. Now what I need is a what? A div. So I need a div, or I can call it section, but let me just use a div. And let me just put a paragraph. Remember, this is a paragraph and something else again. Or remember, I said the div can hold multiple elements, right? And this is not a link, since it's just still a paragraph. I'll do something like this. I'll put another div. I'll say paragraph lorem 30. Let's save that, right? Then also put another paragraph, or maybe I can put this as an anchor tag, right? So let me just use an anchor tag. So I say anchor. So I just want to make mine a little different. I say view and video, right? Then what's there again? Let me say by I'll use by John Doe. Let me use a small tag. Say uploaded by John Doe. Now let me just make mine a little bit. I just want to get something stylish. So let's call this, and I'll put it over here. So I want the name to be strong. So that's for that. And now I've gotten that section. Now let's create this section as well. I'm just to explore our DTs or explore our courses. Now mine, I'm going to say explore our courses. So I'll say course section, right? Start. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'll say course section and right. Now I need three divs. So remember that's the flex arrangement. So I'm going to create a div. And I'll say div again. I have a text. So I'll say e-commerce website. So I'll put a break here. I'll say ish one. I'll say e-commerce I'll say PRO, then website, right? And this is supposed to be an image, so I'll just grab this image. Let's see. Wow, it worked. It worked. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. Drag this and put it over here. Oh, it didn't work. Let me try for the last time. It's supposed to work. Okay, since it's not working, there's a way I will do it. Right click, save image. Right click, save image as. Let's say img1. Alright, so this is img1. I will drag over here. So it's going to work that way. So I'll say right click again, save image as img2. This is img2 that I'm going to drag over here, drag and drop. So for the last guy, I'm going to right click, save image as img3 3. So I'm going to drag and drop this guy over here. Come here, drag and drop over here. So I have the three images, 2, 1. Okay. So that's for that. Then let me just put explore now on that. So yeah, I'm going to say what's it called? I'll say img. I'll say source should be img1.webp. Then let me say an anchor tag. I'll say explore now, right? So basically this is just the same thing, not true. So duplicate this. So the first is movie website. Let me just call it movie website. The last is what's representing the commas. I'll say movie website, right? The tech website. Let me just say tech website, right? So this is what I will use. So this is another section, but we're not going to be doing that section. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is let's just create this grid system, right? So we can decide to use this. I would prefer this because of the different things to learn under here. I can bring a what's it called? I can bring a rating. I can put a profile over here. Then do something. We'll even make it more stylish, right? We'll do something on relation grid and stuff. So I'm going to be putting something like a box that will say 1, 2, and 3, right? So we need 6 of these. So I'm going to let me just come back here. I'll just say testimonials our customers love us. So I'll just say what our customers say about us. So let me just say testimonials section start. So testimonial section and right. So this is going to be a paragraph. Or is it paragraph? So this is going to be a div, right? Then inside of this div, I'm going to have I'm going to be having what's it called? I'm going to have a h1 there. H1 tag. This is one tag. See, our customers love us for. Okay, I don't know. I'm used to title case. Love us for good reason. There's an emoji package on VS Code, but I don't think I've used it before. I normally go and it's bring in an icon and so on and so forth. But let's make that icon, right? So now I will create a div again, right? So it is this div, that's where my grid will be in. And now inside there, I'm just going to do copy and paste, right? So for now, I'm going to be saving these images. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me just take. Okay, let me see. Okay, dismiss. Now for the images, you know what I will do? I'll just take one of it. Because we are going to use one of it to just work on that part. So because just the same thing, just for you to be changing the images. So that's just that about it. So kind of lost it. So oh god, this is not bad. Good. Let's use. So I'm going to take the paragraph. So yeah, I have a div again representing each individual divs. What's it called? Why am I having error with here? Let me see. Why am I having error with here? There's something I'm not closing. Let me make this big. Line 61. Oh, I've seen my mistake. Line 61. I have strong. Oh, I've seen the mistake. So I have to strong there. So pretty thank you very much. So still on this part, what our customers say about us. For now, I'm going to have a div, right? So we're going to give it class later on. Then you see why I'm getting those divs. So I will have another div, right? Then now I will see each one. I think I've used lots of each one. Let me see. Customer, or let me see real results. Right, for real results, I'm going to say P, then I'll say lorem 30, right? Then I'll put okay. Oh God. Okay. Now this is star, right? So let me just put a div there. Now I'll go and grab star emoji. Right? So this place we are just going to duplicate here. No need of stressing ourselves again. So this is a star. I'm just come here and say star. Let's see. So let's take this. This looks like what they use. Let's take this. So I'm going to take one. So let's make it 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's for that. Then now over here we have what's it called, a profile picture at the left. Let me just right click and save image. Let me save it as profile. So let me just take this profile. Before that, I'm going to open this and put this profile over here. So I can now close this. Whoa, why is this thing like this? So I can now close this, right? Close this as well. So this is what I'm having so far. So now let's duplicate this. Oh, sorry, let me insert the image first. This will come after the div. I'll say img source is what's it called, profile.webp. Coming. So far this is what we have. So this div, I want to make it small. So I'll just duplicate this div to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to save. And this is what we get on our web page. By the time I go back to the web page, this is what we're getting. Right? So let's style. But before we style, should we create a footer? Let me just see what I'll use as my footer. Now for footer, we're not going to be making it complex like this. Just to have something. Let me just come back here. Just to have something, we're not going to make it complex. Just going to say footer. What's it called? Footer. Let's see. Footer and right. So I'll put my footer tag. Right then inside the footer we see I'm supposed to have the social media links, right? So but now I'm just going to say 2024, alright reserved. So I'll say and copy and copy, right? So I'll say copyright 2024. Now we're not supposed to hard code this. There's supposed to be a way to bring this with a programming language so that it will be changing dynamically whenever the year changes. Let me just use it as the Css Academy, right? So let me just put this here. Then for social medias, it's just to go back and let me just bring it. We have what's it called? So let's go and bring icons for social medias. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, right? I'm going to come here, search for Facebook. I'll just make this a bit complete. Facebook, I'm going to take this, copy. So come here. So like I did the other time, I'm going to be creating a div. So it's supposed to be the paragraph. So I'll paste this, right? Then this we cut. I'm going to paste this, right? Then now I have Facebook, I have Instagram, Let me search for Instagram, right? Um, I have Instagram. Let me just take this. Then let me put Instagram. I have Twitter and LinkedIn. So I'll search for Twitter. So this is the okay. Let me just take the round one because there's a way I can make it round by myself. But let me just look for the round one. We've already been using it, so let me just use this. Then I have LinkedIn. Let me see if there will be a round LinkedIn. Good. I'm so happy there's a round one. So let's just copy this. Let's use this over here. So let me show you what this is on our browser. So this is what it's looking like on the browser, right? So let's try this. I'm trying to let me explain why I have those many divs and the rest. Remember, we learned about semantic tags, shey? So from the next project we are going to be doing, we'll be making use of semantic tags. But then let me explain what all of these tags mean and why we're having these tags, right? Remember, we're replicating this, and for this, I have the navbar as a separate guy. Now this is that navbar over here. You get? Now the navbar is having two major children. So let me tell you why I'm putting all these things I'm putting. The two major children are the logo at the left hand side and all of these guys all together at the right hand side too. That's why I'm having each one as my logo. Can you see the each one? Now inside this each one, oh, I haven't made a mistake. You see, I haven't made a mistake. So this guy is supposed to be outside. No wonder I was like, why is this thing big? It's supposed to be here. Can you see it now? Now inside this each one, that's where I have the what's it called? The icon and the text, right? So that's why I'm having this icon and this text. So if I save this now and view it on the browser, can you see what we're getting? The icon. You can see this guy is now small. The icon and that text. Then the links, which is this over here. Where are the these guys over here? Remember, they are up to how many? So these are the links, right? So that's why I'm having all of these guys as a separate div again because later I will style them. I'll give you display of flex. I can even decide to use div tag there, but let me just use here. And that's for the nav. And then for the header, on the header part, we have two major elements. What are they? I have the one on the left and the image at the right hand side, right? So let me see now for the left hand side. Oh, I didn't even insert the image. I just added the text. And let's see. Oh, I didn't complete the header. So for the header now, let me just complete the tag. I say dot left. You see, I just said let me go back again. So I'm creating a class of left, right? But then there's an image under. After this, there's an image, and the image source is this. What's it called? Is this cards? Good. That's the source of the image. That cards dot stuff dot web. Right then now the one on the right hand side is the image. Are you following? So there's no need of saying dot left and this. Let me just leave it as div, right? So I'll show you how to select it. Then I'll say image again. And this image will be the what? The hand dot web p. So this is the header completely. This first div is everything on the left and the image is what's on the right, right? So this is what we're having there. Can you see it? Can you see what I'm having? So that top is now complete. Then now let's see. Then the next session, I said we should create something like three what's it called? Three stuffs, right? So something similar to what we're having over here. Is there any heading for it? Okay, explore our guided what? Explore our details guided. So for this oh sorry, before that we did this video this video portion of it, right? So I said we're going to be bringing the YouTube embedded link. So this is it for the text that's supposed to be there. Then now for the YouTube video, we're going to use an iframe, right? So we'll put that later on. So let's just leave it. We'll put that later on. And let me just put a comment here. I'll say put a you see the help of comment now, put a YouTube video so that I won't forget. Then now this course section, I'm supposed to have a heading, explore our detailed guide, right? So just like we did before, now there's supposed to be a div wrapping everything before that div. So let me just come and say div. Alright, so call this guy. then put it over here, right? Then if I open this, that guy is supposed to be outside. Let me call it in H1. Now see explore. Don't forget there will be span here later on. Explore our detailed guides, right? So that's for that. So that's for this. Then what again? What again? So we talked about everything there. Then we talked about our customer review, which is something like this. So that's what we use for the customer review. So we want to be making use of this grid, right? So we created six of it. Now, like we did in the previous session, a div will cover everything. Then two major elements, which is the H1 and the other div that will contain the grid element. So that's for that. Then after this, we did the footer. We might add form later on, but then I just want to make it simple, like really really simple. So all these are coming from those contents we have. Then the footer is just what's it called, something that has links, sorry, icons and what, and those icons are supposed to be linked. So by the way, don't forget. So that's for that. So I can correct it, I think, if I let me see. These icons are supposed to be linked. If I copy this, paste, paste, remember they are for paste, right? I can put an anchor tag here, right? Then the closing anchor tag, let me just delete this, right? Then for the closing svg, good, I will control D, right? So now let me correct this. I want to press enter and create a, so good, I've corrected it. Now this what's it called, these icons are now links, right? So if I scroll down, you can see that they are links now. But there's an underscore there. Seems like I'm still making. Oh, okay. I know why the underscore is coming. Remember, links are underlined by default. So we're going to start them on Wednesday. Then we see that that underscore is out of there. So that's for that about the content of the web page. Remember now there's no CSS. That's why this thing is ugly looking. So that's for that, guys. Thanks very much for joining. The next class are going to be seeing the styling of these, and I really hope to see you guys. Thanks very much, guy.